Hello and welcome back to another episode of Survive the Wild with me, Dan. Today I'm back out and, well, I'm doing what I can do. I'm going for a walk. There's not an awful lot we can do with all the lockdown restrictions and stuff, but I can do this. I can raise a little bit of money for charity at the same time. So I'm doing this on a new friend of mine's hashtag, yes. He came up with it. It's called My Lockdown Challenge, which I did mention in that little YouTube Shorts thing recently. I'm not keen on the format of that. I thought I'd give it a go. You're supposed to do it on your phone and do it portrait and upload it that way, but with the compression rate of everything, yeah, don't like it. Don't think I'm going to be doing it again. So kind of back to normal-ish. And so for today my plan is, yeah, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to get these miles in because I've challenged myself to walk 200 miles in 28 days. And yeah, anyway, so I'm starting off here in the lovely Crooksmoor Park, which is more or less in the centre of Sheffield. This is pretty much on my doorstep. My plan is to head on over to Encliff Park, walk up through the Porter Valley, which is very nice. I would imagine it's going to be reasonably busy. There will be a few people about because it's a nice day. Yes, it's cold. I will be putting my gloves on at some point. And yeah, I'll take you along for the ride and show you some of the nice sights. Hopefully I'm going to try and get in about 10-ish miles today, maybe a bit more if I can. So anyway, hope you enjoy. Well, I have made it to this far, which is the beginning of Encliff Park, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's a nice place if you ignore everything that's going on over there, all the people and traffic and stuff. But you've got the nice river here, the Porter, which gives it its name, the Porter Valley. So the plan is I'm going to head up all the way up through here. There's one little interesting point that I'll kind of want to point out to you, if I can. It is going to be busy. I know that much. It might get a little quieter further up, but hopefully it'll still be interesting all the same. So on the evening of February the 22nd 1944, a B17 Flying Fortress, a US bomber that had been out over Denmark on a bombing mission, had become heavily damaged by enemy aircraft. Had managed to make it over, and it was on its way back to Northampton when the engines began to fail. They're probably looking for a suitable landing site. They would have spotted this field here because this field was here at the time. But as they got lower and emerged out of the clouds, they spotted one the field, but then they also noticed that there were people in the field and children in the playground. So in a very courageous and brave last minute act, the pilot decided, rather than crash into the field and quite probably kill a lot of people, he decided to ditch straight into that hill over there. And unfortunately all 10 crew members perished. Now there's a memorial there which we'll have a quick look at. Some of you may be familiar with this story. I believe it was last year on the BBC, one of the news presenters, Dan Snow, who lives locally and often walks around here, chatted with I can't remember his name. I'll look it up and I'll put it on the screen. And yeah, this guy is, because the memorial there is a very simple memorial, or was, and he's dedicated a lot of his life actually to maintaining that memorial. as a way of his way of saying thank you. So yeah, and here is that memorial. Kept clean and tidy by one dedicated man. Erected by Sheffield, the RAF Association, in memory of the 10 crew of the USAF bomber which crashed in this park 22nd of February 1944. There's a... oh yeah. So Tony Folds is the very dedicated guy who attends this memorial. And you can kind of see that, you know, you've got mature trees either side, which is about the, unfortunately, about the width of the wings. Just a bit of a somber reminder of that fateful night. Yeah. Now, I've previously mentioned in a few of my other videos about the amount of mill ponds that there are in the valleys around Sheffield, and there's absolutely loads of them, but there's very little actual evidence left of the mills themselves. There are two shining examples here in Sheffield that have been restored and more or less fully working, and this is one of them. So we'll just have a quick look. This is called the Shepherd's Wheel. This is the one dates back from oh, there we go. Last worked in 1930. But there's been a mill here since 1794. So pretty much the birth of the Industrial Revolution. Obviously everything's all boarded up. At the moment it's all closed. You can go in here usually, obviously because of COVID and lockdown and everything. Let's have a pop up the steps. Ooh. Here's the actual mill pond itself, and the wheel is just down there. Not sure if you can see it. Bear with me 1 second. I'll see if I can. I don't know if you can see, but just there is the actual water wheel itself, covered in icicles at the moment. And you've got a classroom area there. This is one of two working examples here in Sheffield. The other one is the Aberdale industrial hamlet that you can also go and visit normally. But there you go, a little bit more history for you. Well, that guy doesn't need a reason to smile. Whew. We're doing quite well in terms of the old march. Let's have a look. The old piece of technology out. 3.6 miles. An average pace of 2.8 miles an hour. Not too bad, or should I say, not teabag. Let's stick with a new saying. Now, if you're a keen viewer of Countryfile, then you might recognise this little spot from a few weeks ago. They featured it. Trying to remember what it was about. I'm pretty sure it was to do with the wildlife. Ooh, that's a bit bright in that direction. Don't point the camera towards the sun. But yes, this was a mill pond. It has more or less now kind of gone back, so the the water, the river courses moved back in. And all these bulrushes here have grown up a lot since the last time I was here. But usual, full of ducks. That was it. They mentioned mandarin ducks. There was some on here. I don't know why they picked this particular spot, because there's quite a lot of mandarin ducks around Sheffield for some reason. But yeah. Anyway, just thought that was worth a little mention. Ooh. Well, we have come to more or less the end of the valley. There's still a little bit, not a huge amount. This area around here is called Mayfields. There's an alpaca farm up there. But yeah, this is where it starts getting a little bit hilly. We've left the majority of the crowds behind at least, so it'd be nice to have some time to ourselves. Oh, I had to take the coat off a little bit, getting a bit hot. I think they probably will be walking up and down there. There's a few people, sledging. There's actually there's 3 people skiing. Why not? Although, I must admit, I won't want to come all the way down uncontrollably and into that barbed wire. That would not end your day very well. But anyway, just around this corner, back in my, I'm going to say it, back in my youth, when I used to do a lot of mountain biking, especially when I was a lot younger, this lane here, or you got Portaclough up to the side, which is walkers only, but this lane here, I don't know how well you can tell that how steep this is, but this used to be almost like a rite of passage. Once you'd mastered this hill and managed to get to the top of it, you knew you were fit and strong. And yes, I've done it in the snow as well. In fact, the last time I was up here, ooh, that's, that's nice. Oh, yeah, last time I was up here when it snowed on the bike, further up we got up there and there was like 6-foot drifts. It was very interesting, especially when you got up on the top, because you'd be riding along and you could tell you were higher up than you should be, and then all of a sudden you just almost disappear into the snow because the wind had compacted the snow down on one side so you could ride up it okay, but obviously it was softer at the other end. That was a fun day. Oh, I'm going to need my breath, all my breath to get up here. Oh, I'll catch you at the top. Put the coat back on because I've stopped for a minute. Whew, it's cold. Yes, so one good thing when it snows, it gives you a chance to practice looking at certain animal tracks when you come across them. Now, nothing else has come across here apart from, here we go. So we've got 2 prints there, with one back here and another one there, and then the exact same 3, 1. So you've got the hind legs here, the front, hind legs. Now you can see that the snow has been pushed, or in this direction and it's sharp here. So that's the front of the foot there, meaning the animal was travelling in this direction. And I would say, now rabbits hop, so the front paws go forward and they off the back, so the back push forward and land. Hares on the other hand, they tend to walk more, they don't hop. So to me that says hare. And yeah, just a little tidbit of information for you, and I'm sure the ladies will agree with you. Say hello. Bah. They're not very talkative today. Too busy munching. That's a nice shot though, isn't it? That wind's certainly picking up though. Ooh, sorry about that. Try and get you out of the wind. Oh. So you got all of Sheffield behind me. Sunglasses might have to go on, I think. There's a lot more snow around. In fact, here we go. Ah, there we go. Much better. Now, if you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses in the middle of winter, when you've spent quite a lot of time out in colder climates, you'll understand. You get, especially when it's, you know, slightly brighter day, you get a lot of glare. So especially when you start getting high as well. I mean, this isn't the best time of year for UV, but the higher you get, the less UV is filtered through the atmosphere, so the UV levels go up. So that's why you often see people that have been skiing and they've got sunburn. So I've got quite sensitive eyes. It's just to stop me from feeling like I've put my head in a bucket of sand with my eyes open later on. Because trust me, it hurts. You get a really bad headache. But it's pretty. It is pretty. Just walking up Glasshouse Lane. We'll go up here and then along that ridge up there. Pretty much up to the highest point. So we really are now at the head of the valley. You're not going to get much higher than this. Well, we're going to go a little bit higher. But there's a nice little plaque at the top, and it sort of points to the various directions of where certain landmarks are. It's just there. So we'll just pop up and I'll just kind of very quickly point out a few things. Not that we're going to be able to see them because I've got a very wide angle lens. Some naughty boys have been going up here. There we go, courtesy of the Rotary Club. So straight ahead apparently is the Humber Bridge. There's various power stations on here. Drax is somewhere that way. Ferry Bridge. The LME, I can never pronounce it, More Transmitter is over there. I can't actually just see it. You've got Norton Water Tower, which is over there. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Anything else that's remotely interesting? London is that way, and we are at 341 meters or 1,055 feet above sea level. So yeah, reasonably high, but we're going to go a little bit higher, maybe about 60 feet or so. Not a bad view, eh? Not a bad view at all. It's just starting to snow as well. Or is it blowing off that tree? Oh no, I think it's blowing off that tree. Ow. Yeah, it's blowing off the tree. So just down there, all that woodland down there, if you remember, I'll try and get you to check out of it a little bit. The other week, that's the Red Myers plantation. That's where the World War I training camp stroke World War II POW camp was based. And then got Stanage over there. And yeah, there's quite a bit of snow over that way. Whether it's going to make it this way, I'm not entirely sure. I think we might miss the worst of it, but that's a beautiful sky though. In fact, that is a nice shot. You've got the dark cloud and the tree, blue sky, all the snow. Yeah, it's over on the horizon. It's like it's snowing quite heavy. Oh, my face is freezing. At least this battery has lasted quite well. Oh, anyway, I'm going to head down here and through there, through the woods, I think, and drop down a little bit of elevation, get down into the Rivelin Valley, I think, by which time, in fact probably by the time we get to that field, it will be snowing. Oh, that face. Oh. Yeah, that's cold. That is cold, especially on the eyes. I'm losing the ability to talk, which might be a good thing. Oh yes, look at the snow. These poor geese. They've come all the way from much colder climes to somewhere where it's supposed to be a bit warmer. Yeah, they've come from more from Arctic conditions, so yeah, it is a little bit warmer than where they've come from, but yeah, I'll say they normally come here for a milder climate. Not today. But it's funny because they've actually been coming to that field, or these few fields here now, for a number of years. In fact, usually they're over there. It's the first time I've seen them down this side. Not to, you know, probably have been down here before, but yeah, it's probably, I don't know, it's probably about 40. I think maybe 40 geese. Yeah, we're missing that snow, it's all over there, unfortunately. Still time yet. Now, this is magical. Snow is starting to fall as I'm in the woods. This is Wyman Brook, by the way. It's quite a drop, that. It's about 150 foot, give or take. Oh. So yeah, I'm going to take it steady. Oh, I so much want to camp in here. It is unreal, excuse the pun. Oh, I miss this. Really do miss camping in the woods, especially winter. Okay, well, my battery is nearly dead, and it is my last one, unfortunately. So I've got a little bit of walking left to do. I hope you've enjoyed this. you know, like I say, kind of struggling a little bit for content, so I'm trying to do what I can do. I'm going to have a look at what other places I can go and a bit of local history. See if I can take you along with me. I've got an idea. I think I did mention it before. I'm going to make a few things at home, because I also do a bit of leather work. So yeah, you know what I'll do? I'll show you making the giveaway prize for when we get to 5,000 subscribers. So that's the belt, the foraging pouch, and the Laplander sheath, and you get a Laplander as well. So thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you press that subscribe button. Like I say, I like to give things away, and yes, oh yeah, hit the little bell notification button as well. Apparently only 20% of my subscribers get the notifications, so make sure you go onto your settings and enable all notifications as well, and that way you'll never miss an episode. So until then, bye for now. Ooh, and I'll leave you with that.